What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Big Baby, Baby Big, and I'm out here with another NBA 2K18 video. This time I got some Myteam for you. This is an older clip from where you can get that Amethyst Jason Richardson. And as you see, my opponent has a pretty decent line with that Emerald Porzingis. He got that Junior Bridgman, but he has him at point guard. A small forward playing point guard. Nah, it's fine. It's anywho, but yeah, as you see his lineup, he has a pretty good lineup, and this, of course, from my lineup video that I made like a few weeks ago. I'm running with that lineup right now. I gotta make a new one because I'm running with new players. Well, yeah, I'm running with new players like DeMarcus Cousins not in my lineup anymore. Spencer Haywood. Bob Love isn't in my lineup anymore. Who else? Who else is in my lineup? Nate Thurman isn't in my lineup anymore. Lonzo Ball and Michael Jordan may end up not being in my lineup anymore. In the games I come out with, I'm gonna tell you the guys who will be in my lineup most likely if I play super. Because I don't know. I gotta get some things straight. Hey, because for guys, well, I'm gonna have to find a screenshot or just to basically confirm so you guys don't think I'm lying or anything. But last year 2K17 my record for the whole year just in my team was about 239 to 32, I think. I want to say that was my record. And as of right now this year, even though they kind of reset your record per seasons, my record is much worse than it was from 2K17 because this year my offense, I don't believe my offense is the issue. If I'm shooting between 55 and 65% a game, I don't believe my offense is the issue. But when I'm allowing the other team to shoot between that same percentage or possibly higher, that's an issue. Basically, my defense is an issue in my team because the dreaded blow by animation. I know I'm not the only one that's faced it, but this blow by animation that basically been added 2K this year. Well, last year, I don't know if you guys, well, I'm pretty sure you guys know this animation, but if you ever play Park or Pro-Am, that sometimes you'll be guarding someone, and in the midst of guarding that player, just a random animation will occur where the ball handler, it's just kind of like he slides off your stomach, and the defender's stomach just has a whole bunch of oil on it real quick, or a shirt just got so much oil on it, he just slides off of it and gets by you freely, and it's really hard to recover. But this year with this, I guess that was the blow by animation last year, but this year this blow by animation, it's hard to stop, especially with, I don't know what made 2K think it was a bright idea to give a bunch of guys 100 driving dunk tendency and 100 flashy dunk tendency so that they'll really dunk. But gold relentless finisher and gold posterizer is deadly. It's really deadly this year, and it's something that it's hard for me to stop. Guys who are good at driving to the basket, it's hard for me to stop the blow by animation. Now, is it impossible to stop it? No, it's not impossible. It's just very hard to stop the animation. Because trust me, there's been some games when I've stopped it. What I mean by stop it, there's been some games in which where I would go, you have to push your sticks in a certain way and hold certain buttons on defense, where basically what will happen is that the offensive player, the ball handler, basically starts running in place. It's like he's trying to go towards the basket, but he just starts running in place a little bit, and he can't really move forward. And as long as you hold your stance there, it contains the animation, and it's not as deadly. So, but it's hard for me to trigger that on a consistent basis, which is why it's hard for me to play good defense all the time. For this game here, I'm playing against a guy who like I said, he has Junior Bridgman, and so he was in the pink diamond tier at one point in time, and basically he did what almost everybody else does in my team in the higher tiers: 5 out, and either they ISO or they run a pick and pop. Usually they don't run, well, they run pick and rolls too, but more so pick and pops. So, and then usually everybody on the court can shoot. Okay, when your worst shooter is Penny Hardaway, who has like I think a 83 point shot or 82 open 3-point shot, and that's pretty good. So, me, I don't run my offense that way. I don't try to run 5 out, 4 out. I'm all for the 4 outs and all that kind of stuff. I don't like running with 5 outs and all that stuff. Oh, and this guy, I don't know who came up with this, who just made this a thing, but whoever decided that, hey, if I make this shot real quick, I should just pause the game so I can irritate my opponent. Yeah, whoever came up with that, I hope they stub their toe in and twist their ankle and break their finger all in the same place, all in the same play that they play in the sport, just all in the same motion somehow. Because it's real. I guess it works because, like I said, it irritates their opponent when you just pause the game when I guess a shot's going in, or you just did something nice, and just pause the game real quick, and then unpause it. So, because back in 2K13, when you used to be able to have replays, like replay things online, I don't know who bright idea that was, but when you was able to do that, people used to just go into replay mode and just show unlimited replays. So this year, people just, well, actually not even this year. This has been happening for a while. That pausing thing is just real annoying and just. Anywho, back to the game. As you see, my DeMarcus Cousins get destroyed, but he actually turns up for me during this game. He turns up for me in the third quarter where I go on a run where I get back in this game, and I think I end up taking the lead because this was a close game all the way throughout and to the end. This was a very close lead. As you see, we're about to go into halftime, 34-38. I'm down by 4 points. Also, I almost forgot to say, I hope all you guys had a nice Thanksgiving. I know I did. I was able to eat a lot of food and enjoy a lot of food for our Thanksgiving. Hang out with some family members. I had a nice Thanksgiving. I hope everybody else had a nice Thanksgiving too. I almost forgot all about that. So I hope you guys had a nice Thanksgiving like I did. Again, back to the game. As you see, my team's going on a little run. The third quarter is 39-38. Get that inbound steal. I'm going to reset it here so I can guaranteed or almost guaranteed to get a score. See Boogie Cousins with that dunk. I don't actually have him. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but I do not have him no more. I switched him out for Joel Embiid just because I personally like Embiid more than I like Boogie in real life. Embiid's my favorite center. Trust the process. I know how he's kind of a hole in playground in my career, but in real life, anybody who wants to get Rihanna, which fun fact, I think that's my favorite female celebrity ever. So anybody who wants to get with Rihanna, good chance I'm probably going to be following you. I can actually like you. So I like Joel Embiid, and I believe in the process, and hopefully he can stay healthy this year in his future, because I believe he can really be the best center in the league if he stays healthy. So I switched out Boogie with him, which you'll see that depending on how much my team I play, because I'm getting back into playing playground and park, the same thing, playground and Pro-Am. I'm actually on a team in Pro-Am. I don't know how often we're going to play, but I'm on a new team with some group of guys. We played 6 games. We won 5, lost 1. The last game, not going to lie, it was my fault. I believe it was my fault. It wasn't all my fault, but I did make, I think, 2 crucial mistakes that I shouldn't have made that led us to lose. So I'm going to be coming out with some gameplay. Well, probably the first game we had. And then maybe some, I don't know if I recorded anymore, but I'm definitely coming with a first gameplay with that team. So yeah, I'm going to be coming out with that soon. As you see, this game is 43-40. As of right now, you see, I'm containing what he's trying to do. For the moment, I'm containing it. Like this possession, I just played great user defense with LeBron. This Emerald LeBron is fire. But anyway, I just played great user defense with this LeBron. And I'm taking advantage on the offense. Because like I said, I'm not going to lie to you guys. My stick skills is not the greatest in the world. I don't have the greatest stick skills like other guys have. But Well, at least when it comes to dribbling. I believe my post game is somewhat. I believe it's better than most people's. I'm gonna say better than most people. I'm not gonna say it's the best because I definitely know it's not the best. But I think it's better than most people. That I can usually find a way to score in the post. Because I like using bigs in 2K. I don't really like just jacking up a whole bunch of threes. I normally like pounding the paint with a dominant big and scoring that way, or running my offense through that big and then let everything else open up. So, well, that's what I was doing this game, and usually what I do in all games. At some point in time, when I get, that's why I have Karl Malone still in my lineup when I do come my new lineup update. Because Karl Malone, he's a very good post player. You know, his post fade and post control is on point, but his post hook don't do hooks with him at all. So, and then of course this is DeMarcus Cousins has very good post game too. Like I said, I don't have him no more. And plus with maybe when I get a PS4 Pro and everything else, I can do cleaner post moves online because I can't really utilize the fadeaway the way I want to. I can use the little step back, little post step back, but I can't really utilize the fadeaway in the way I want to. That I be in. I can't use it online in the way I practice it offline. Because what I do offline, I go in the blacktop, I go in the Hall of Fame, and then sometimes I just play one on one against a really good defensive player, whether I'm using a guard or using a center and trying out certain moves on them. So I can't really do those moves online like I can offline. So I'm a little bit limited. As you see, DeMarcus Cousins is just eating this quarter. I think he had like 6 straight or 8 straight points in this quarter. He's putting a bunch of work for me. I'm getting a little sizable lead, you know, but 2K this year, 2K in basketball in general, no league is really safe because basketball is a game of runs. But especially this year, if I'm not up by, I say at least 15. If I'm not up by 15, I'm still scared that I'm gonna lose my league in a heartbeat. Because the lineup update, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I had to change my bench because my bench, there have been stretches where I was up by 10, but with my bench unit, I couldn't score. And the other team was scoring because I couldn't really score. And that's, which is why it's something that scares me because I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Of course, my starting lineup is obviously better than my bench lineup, and it really shows because just sometimes that guys just I can't really time releases or I take tough shots in the inside, which is my fault on my behalf because I've constructed this lineup and I'm taking certain shots that I probably shouldn't be taking with, which is hence why I had to change the lineup up. So I couldn't really score with my bench. I had to get rid of guys and add in some new guys. Like that Otto Porter, you see, he's gone. This Lonzo Ball is probably going to be gone. Nate Thurman is definitely gone. MJ might be gone. Basically, Karl Malone's the only one who survives on my bench, and that LeBron James. Which that LeBron James may be gone yeah, only because I don't have MT, guys. I'm broke when it comes to MT. Yes, you can snipe and all that, but I'm not as dedicated to my team at this point to really try and snipe the way I did last year. Because I'm not gonna lie, guys, I sniped last year. But this year, I'm not really that dedicated to sniping now. So all these players I got was basically because of domination and because of well, really just domination. You know, domination got you a lot of MT. Yeah, I did some sniping in the beginning, but nothing too big or too great. When all the silvers weren't going for 500 and all the bronzes wasn't going for 500, that's when I was sniping. But now all the bronze players and and a lot more silver players are going for 500. And I know there's certain players that are really that you can still find for like 1,000, maybe some silver players for 1,000, some for like 3,000, something like that. But I really had to do some research on the auction block, and I just don't feel like doing that right now. So I'm real low on MT, and it's really hard for me to get new players that I want to play with. So whenever I really get back into this mode again and fix up my defense, then I will really try to I'm gonna really try to get some MT with sniping and such. So as you see, this game is a minute 40 left. It's going down to the wire. All right. As you see, I'm getting blocked here and then using Nate Thurman. See, I probably shouldn't have went up with that. I think the shot clock was running down something, which is probably why I threw that shot up. But I need to get my starters in this game because I use my starters to close out the game. Um, and not really my bench players. Because, like I said, I can score. Like, that was good defense. I just lost track of what I was thinking because that was good defense, but he just dunked on 3 people. But I don't know how that just happened. I have 3 guys, and it's not like they're just horrible, but that just happened. Anywho, so I gotta get my starters back in, like all my starters back in. So towards the end of the game, I really started calling a pick and roll, and of course, in certain situations, like he, the way he was defending it towards the end, since he was playing his own kind of hedge, it was really bad. It was only bad because he underestimated the power, well, JoJo White's mid range and his pick and roll match on difficult shots, and which JoJo White is very good at doing. Of course, everybody, I think a lot of people know that if you did at least all the way through the historic domination, you know that. But JoJo White is a great player with the mid range, and that's what I was able to use to really seal the game. And of course, that defensive possession. In this game, you're gonna see. Well, towards the end of this game, the game's coming to a close. My guy, he's gonna leave prematurely, and he actually sends me a message. He sent me a message saying, actually, I sent him a message because during the things he was doing throughout the whole game, I wasn't really liking. But instead of talking trash, I just said, "Hey man, good game. Wish you could have stayed all the way to the end." And basically, he told me that he forgot to use his Ruby LeBron, LOL. But no, I believe him. I don't believe him. I just believe he just was salty he lost. Because I would be. It's never fun losing, at least in my opinion. So as you see, this game is coming to a close. I'm going to come out with another Myteam video soon. I may release the uncut version of this video, but I don't know if I want the clip volume to be a part of it. Maybe not, because I'll be talking about other things and doing other things in my games. Well, while I'm playing the game sometimes. So I'm going to come out with another Myteam video, and then come out with some Team Pro video. Thanks you guys for watching. As you see, he's going to quit the game real soon. I'm going to walk away with a W. So thanks you guys for watching. I will catch you later in my next video. Peace.